What's going on YouTube? Is Donnie B all day bringing you another little budget knife that might just be a job getter doner. So this right here is the Chipaway Cutlery, another one of those companies that are put out by Frost, right? Leather scabbard, not the cheap nylon one. You see the Chipaway logo in there, and they have the decorative end right here. It's real leather. It smells nice. Now, I brought you a few Chipaway cutlery blades, and so far, everyone that I own works. They get the job done. It's a budget knife, but it works. It gets the job done. Did I say that before? So here's the thing. You can get these guys for, I think, around like 10 bucks all day long. And when you're talking about a knife that works for 10 bucks, you're talking about something probably worth having. Let's go over this little guy right here. You have a 440 stainless steel blade. The blade itself is about 3 3/4. And I believe it's a saber grind with brass bolsters, walnut and bone handle, and obviously true full tank construction. If you can't tell that, then cuckoo. You have a lanyard hole. Because of the short handle, a lanyard hole is good because it would obviously help hold it in your hand. But this little guy right here is not too bad. So it is the Beaver Tail. And I don't know if it has any like little numbers. Okay, here we go. It's the CW508. This is your typical little fixed blade belt hanger utility knife. Yes, it's listed as like a hunting skinning knife, but for me, this is more of a an everyday carry utility guy. You know, you go inside the bank and you see some 60-year-old guy with the worn out leather pouch for his 110 hanging on his side, and next to him you're going to see a guy with a leather sheath with something just like this. Those guys love these cheap price-wise, they love these cheap utility knives that you can hang on the hip and go anywhere with, especially with a 3 3/4 inch blade. You can pretty much, in any state, carry one of these 24/7 and be A-OK. It's just a good little knife. It's something to pull out. You got to cut some rope, or you got to do this, you got to do that. They're good little knives. Being a stainless steel, they sharpen pretty easily. So if it doesn't come crazy sharp out of the box, it doesn't matter. You can always sharpen these. And for the price, you don't have to worry about messing it up, right? I don't know if it can take any hairs down. I haven't tested that. But it doesn't look like it's shave sharp coming out of the box. Not at all. But we are going to test how sharp, even though it's not shave sharp, this thing really is. Let's see, we got some plastic here. I know it's only plastic, but if you're using it as a utility knife, and you're one of those people that carries a knife because you are an electrician or you're just a handyman and you're always using a knife, that's the kind of thing that you're going to be doing, is you're going to be cutting the simple stuff, right? And opening packages and using it around the yard or around the house. You know, oh, we got to shave down a wire or got to do something. Something like this is exactly what you're going to be using. Now, I don't know if right away I can just even hone it up. And I'm going to use a 360 grit diamond plate, right? Because I don't want to take off too much steel. I just want to hone it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start here and I'm going to push away so it goes around, let me see, around like that. So you find your angle of the edge and this way. So I get the whole blade just rolling through. Then I need to do the other side of the blade. So now I'm going to do it opposite and just give it a couple drags just to see if I can hone up that edge a little bit and just make it a little better. So let's see. Oh, it feels sharper already. Let's see if it's going to have an easier time with the old plastic here. And oh yeah, hey, look at that. So just dragging it across some 360 grit, it made it sharper to the point where it was easier through the plastic. I still didn't make it shave sharp. I only dragged it a few times. At least I broke a couple hairs this time. But yeah, so spending some time on this, we can get it to be very, very sharp. So if I went through the cycle, it wouldn't be that bad. Or even if I used it on some leather, I probably could get a much better edge than what came on it. So let's take this little guy outside and see if we can cut more than some plastic sleeving. All right, let's go. All right, so let's have fun at the stump. We're going to do a couple 4-foot drops. I don't know how the balance is going to work on this, being so little, but we'll find out from 4 feet. All right, not so bad. Not so bad. Let's see. All right, that's pretty good. Let's do a couple hard downward throws, and we'll see if these scales are going to loosen. Ooh, that's not so bad. I like that. It's got a good bite. Good bite. Solid. Solid, solid, solid. Let's see. All right, pretty good. Let's get a couple little tiny pries going. Let's see, we got it nice and in there. Let's see if we can't get a full bend without breaking off this little tip here. Oh yeah, it's starting to get tight right there. Starting to get tight right there. Oh, all right, here we go. So we dug out the wood and we didn't dig out our tip. Now, one thing I did notice about the tip is they put more into the edge here than they did up here. The tip is pretty thick. It's a pretty thick tip. I don't know if you can catch that, but we're not going to be winning any wards in the tip department. So I might have to grind that out and make it a little bit better. But as it stands, it's not bad. I mean, well, for the rest of the knife, but for a little utility knife, it'll be all right. So let's try and cut a little bit of rope here. Let's see. And is it going to cut rope? Absolutely. So even though the edge didn't come perfect and it does need a little bit of work on the edge, it's so easy to work the edge that I'll have no problem honing it up. Let's see if we can cut this hard vacuum cleaner hose. Yep. So it does the job, and this is what it is. It's a cheap utility knife, right? I mean, are you going to be skinning animals? Not right out of the box. Not right out of the box. I mean, you could definitely go through some hide and whatnot, but skinning is going to be completely different. So here we got the sports cone. Let's fold it. See if we can't get through 2 layers, even with the fat tip here. Without a doubt. So it's definitely going to get the job done as far as basic needs, right? It's a basic needs knife. Let's see how it does peeling away bark and stuff. All right, so let's see here. Let's see what we can't shave down. There we go. There we go. Just had to get the angle right. There we go. So it's shaving, it really needs the edge to be done. Out of the box, this edge is crappy. It's collecting a lot of stuff as I go down, so I'm not able to make continuous shaves because the blade is collecting so much. Let's see though. Here we go. There we go. Let's see. Definitely needs the edge to be reworked, but as far as the blade itself, is it strong enough? Is it going to hold on? Is it going to do the job? Especially after I put an edge on it, I could see it working pretty well because it's starting to right here. You can see that. You can see that it's doing what I want it to do. It's just taking a little longer to do it. Let's see here. Well, how do you like that? 3 3/4 inches. So far, it's better at chopping through wood than it is feather sticking it. But, I mean, for the price, you're getting a little utility blade that can take an edge and will be able to get some stuff done. But it's also, like all knives, it's good to have on you for the just-in-case moments in life. Just in case! Let's see, just in case. Let's see if we can get some kindling going with this. This is probably not recommended, but, have you met me? All right, here we go. Here we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, little Chipaway cutlery. It's taking it. It's taking the beating. All right, so no warps, no dents, no dings, not even any scratches really. So the little guy held up. Literally, you got a kid, maybe a scout, or just, you know, a junior woodsman that you're taking out and you're starting to teach. This would be a great first knife type thing for a kid. A great first belt knife, something they can get used to having on a hang. You know what I mean? Just something that they can put on their side. If you have an older relative, again, this is something that older people love because it's attractive. You know what I mean? It's attractive. It fits on the side, and for some reason, older people, I don't know, they feel like they're getting life done better when they have a little knife on their side. You see it all the time. They never ever use them half the time, but they always freaking have them. And then, you know, for cutting things open and whittling, they definitely do use them. So I mean, it's good for all that. It's good for all that. This would be a good gift knife. For me, I have way too many options to where I would make this a carry, but I am going to throw an edge on it, and this will definitely be an around the house knife. I mean, definitely around the house knife. Not too bad for that. Let's go chuck it. All right, so I'm going to try this. I picked my small target over here. It's a little guy, but we're going to see if we can't hit it. And I'm going to try and hold you. And I don't get a lot of success trying to hold the camera while I throw, because I tend to look at the camera while I throw. But we're going to try this. I'm going to look at you guys, see if we're in frame. Uh-oh. This is how you break a cheap knife. Hey, but I didn't break it. Holy mackerel. I hit pretty hard. All right, so let's try that again. Let's try that again here. Hey, y'all see that? That's a bullseye right there. All right, so let's go get that guy. That was about 4 yards over the river and through the woods. But it did fly well. And look, I hit that first one. Hit it pretty hard. I didn't break it. All the pins are still there. See, everything's still tight. Looking good. Hold on, ready? Chew. Gad zoom tight. So, I mean, what do you have? It's like a $10 knife, right? You might even be able to get them cheaper. But in this $10 package, you're going to get something that you can customize the edge on pretty simply, or just keep it the way it is and use it for, you know, a little hold your ground knife, or just a little, you know, around the yard or around the house or in the car package opener utility guy right here. The knife works. It's not a bad looking knife, right? So it's good looking. It has so many different pieces. You have the stainless and the steel. You have the stainless in the pins. You have the brass in the bolster. You have the stainless heel. You have walnut. You have bone. You know, all around the bend. It's a pretty knife. You know what I mean? It's a pretty knife. And I'm going to go downstairs and turn on my little grinder, my little sanding belt, and I'm going to put on an edge that is going to make this thing worthy of being a carry. Will I carry it? Who knows? Maybe. I'll actually, you know, I pretty much carry almost all my knives at some point. So this could be a little backup hiking knife, which I can, now that I say it out loud, I can really see happening. It's not that bad. So, Chipaway Cutler, the Beaver Tail. I don't remember what it was, like CW508. I said in the beginning of the video, you'll be able to find it. It's not so shabby. So, here you go, guys. Here you go, a nice cheap one. I'm Donnie B all day. Until next knife, yeah.